Yes, it's action now. Welcome. This is our program, Action Now, of course. And I'm really delighted that you have been following us. Thank you for the support so far. I'm really glad of the support you've given unto us. And we are still moving on. I'm also very grateful to the people who have called, people who have texted, asking how they can join in. And, well, if you are still there and you still want to join in, there's still a space for us. Doing the 90 days challenge, we will find a way out to continue and move together. Of course, last time I introduced our team. I have James, who is doing a book in 90 days. Of course, I have Joyce, who is doing a program, nutrition program. And I have Dr. Frida, who is doing book tubing. I have several other guys who are coming in, who are doing different stuff. I have one lady who wants to do exercises and challenge herself. And of course, I had mentioned that apart from doing a guitar, learning how to play a guitar, I'm also planning within the 90 days challenge to set up an online radio station. And you know what? My wife had that, and she also decided she's gonna do a radio station. So, of course, we'll be doing 2 different radio stations. I'll be introducing that in my next video, so make sure you still hang around because there are many things that we're gonna do. Now, today, I want to just let you know the progress I've made in terms of learning how to play acoustic guitar. Well, let me start by saying it's not easy, and even you, whatever you want to start, it can never be easy anyway, but we have to start. And here I have my guitar. I've learned a couple of things. Of course, maybe I'll begin with trying to name the parts of a guitar because it's very important. We know the parts. And this is the body. The whole of this is the body of the guitar. Of course, we have the neck. The neck accommodates the strings. And of course, we name the strings from these on top here, which is number 6, down up to the last one here. And then, of course, we have the headstock. The headstock hosts the tuners. This is where you tune your guitar to get the right tune, of course. We have this part, which is we call it the sandal. This now, of course, accommodates the strings from here all the way to the headstock. And I think, we have this hole here called the sound hole, and this is where you strum. You strum from here so that you can get the sound. And yes, now, there are other several things that I've learned apart from naming the parts of the guitar. And one interesting thing is how to do the chords. Now, there are several chords in music, of course. And the first one that I've learned is chord G, which I didn't tell you. There is this part at the neck. There is these subdivisions. We call them the frets. These are frets. So we name them from here to this direction. So this is the first fret. When we talk about the first fret, we are talking about this part, the second one, the third, and you continue in the same manner. So doing a chord G, of course, here you have your hand, your fingers. You must now hold the strings, and we start with the first one, the first string on the 3rd fret. So this one, this one, yeah. Then of course we have the second string in the 2nd fret, yeah. This one. Now, the most challenging thing about this is making sure you hold it the right way, because of course, when you are beginning, there is that aspect of you have to, if it's this, my middle finger has to hold the first string alone, yeah? So that I don't also interfere with the rest of the strings. Now, that's where the challenge is actually. It's very challenging. So this is called G. Of course, I've said. Then, of course, I'll use the other finger, doing still within the third fret. I'll do the last or the sixth, the first string. Sorry, because this is the sixth one. Then down, this is the first one. So within the third fret, we are doing the first string down there. And now you have to make sure that you sound good. So let's hear. Yeah, that's of course, first you have to test. That's the sixth one. Not so good, not sounding so good. Of course, now this comes with a lot of practice. I know you might think it's easy. It's not. So yeah, we are almost there. So the second one too. So you have to make sure you hold it the right way. No. Somehow there. Then of course we have the other string. Make sure that they are free. They are free. So now there's a problem, a challenge with that one. So I'll try to adjust my fingers. There you go. Not bad. Not yet there. So this is how it goes. You know, you take time, you practice, and at the end of the day, of course, you'll come up with something close to that. Not bad. Now, remember, I was also doing a challenge within some few days before Christmas. I'm supposed to do a Christmas carol with my daughter. So, of course, when I'm training, I'm trying to bring in the tune, which is still, it's not easy, but it's doable. So I'm training within the tune. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Anyway, that's the far that I've come. Now, there is another chord that everybody is saying this chord is not, it's among the hardest of all, and that is called C. You know, them that do piano or keyboard, they'll tell you, you start with the C. Well, for the keyboard, it's not that complicated, but for the guitar, the reason is it is spread within 3 frets. So you really have to, spread your fingers in a way that you are able to accommodate all the 3 frets, and actually that's what makes chord C a little bit hard. And of course, this is how we do it. We use the second string, not the second, the 5th string on the 3rd fret, yeah, this one. Then we do the 4th string within the 2nd fret. There you go, there you go. Then we use the 1st string on the 1st fret. So that makes it very hard because you are holding it in between or across 3 frets. So for you to spread your fingers, of course, it takes a lot of time, a lot of practice. You can hear mine is not really sounding good because, like I'm saying, it's not easy. Well, I'm close now. Not really. I'm still close. Yeah. Well, it's still not sounding like a pro, but you know what? I'm still getting there. And in life, actually, we've learned and we've been taught to always celebrate the little achievements that we make. So for me, I'm really celebrating the fact that I can be able to say something about the guitar. When those guys who do guitars are called upon, of course, I'll appear with my guitar. And that's it. Now, something that is very interesting I want to share with us is what I've really learned, even in life lessons. Because everything that we go through, there is a lesson behind it. The first lesson that I've learned is for you to be able to play the guitar well, of course, your fingers must harden off at the tips where you're using to hold down the strings. Why? Because when you are strapping, there is a vibration, and of course these strings, this metal, yeah. So when you are strumming, there is vibration, and that one will generate heat, yeah. Number two, you are using a little bit of you are applying a little bit of force or energy to make sure that you hold the string close or to the neck. So there is, of course, there is that friction, and there is that your skin at the top of the tips of your fingers must harden up. So it's really challenging, because the first few weeks, of course, you'll have a little bit of blisters, yeah, and it's not easy. And out of that, I've learned that in life, whatever thing that you set to do, there is always resistance, and this resistance always comes from the status quo. My fingers, were very, the tips or the skin, it was very soft. And because I'm introducing something that is really applying some bit of friction to it, then there is a bit of resistance. So that resistance, of course, is pain. The body will, I'll feel pain, because the body has not really, got used to this. So there is that aspect of getting blisters, and it's not something pleasant, of course. But we must break that resistance. We must develop something that is called, we must adapt. That is, we have to adapt to the changes that we are doing. And most of people are caught in between that. When we try out something, we don't do it because the first resistance that we get, then it makes us hold back and not continue. So number two, there's something that I've learned. When we are, for example, trying to say or trying out the chord C, which we've said is spread out within 3 frets, it is not easy. It is not easy. It's not something that you just do comfortably. It takes a lot of practice. Comparing that to maybe chord G, you realize it's a bit easy doing chord G. And this is how life is. We have diversity of people, and most of the time we find ourselves in teamwork, and we are working with a couple of people, and these people are different. They are different in their own unique ways. So chord C is a bit difficult, but we need it to combine it with other chords, chord C, chord D, chord A minor. We have to combine all those, though they are very unique at their own way. But we have to combine that so that we can get a tune. And that's how life is. When God brings people to us to act together and do some stuff together, those people are unique in their own ways. Others wanasumbuaga sana, by the way. It's not just being unique. Others wanasumbua kabisa. And that's it. The same way chord C would do. But we need such guys for us to get to where we are supposed to go, or for us to achieve the goal and the purpose of life. So that's it. Now, I'll be uploading a video before the Christmas day, so I'll be wishing you a happy Christmas then. But before then, of course, remember to subscribe. We always say, even if you are not participating in any other way in this, you just subscribing to this channel, you are really participating, because without you as our viewer, we may not do much, and we may not feel like there's something important that we are doing. So continue, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and join in. Is there something that you've always wanted to do but you keep on postponing? Is there something that you've always included in your New Year resolution? We just have a few days to 2021, and you've never done them. This is the platform. Action Now is here to help you to make sure that everything that you ever wanted to do, you do it. How? You just join this group, join the movement, join the community, and we'll be offering supervision. We'll be there to call you, to ask you, how are you doing? What's your plan? What do you want to achieve? How far are you? And where we can help in terms of ideas, we are still here to do that. And good news is, as when we complete this 90 days challenge, there is a prize. The best person who will have done well, there is a prize for that. So how good is that? Make sure you join in. Thank you. My name is Investor Mwas. Until next time, God bless you.